Hey folks, I'm Serious JG, and welcome to my spooky 2015 Halloween themed Let's Play. This game is so terrifying it can't be played on my normal emulator, and I have to break out an ancient copy of ZSNES, which I probably should have upgraded. But I'm talking about Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. That's all, folks. But it's not all. There's an entire game left to come. A spooky horror game that I found out about by Googling horror games for SNES after not finding any on NES that I thought I could win fairly quickly and easily. It's under license by some guys, developed by some guys, and the true sign of quality is when you see shitloads of credits crammed in real small on a title screen you can't skip. So here we go, Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. I've never played this. Just to make sure I was recording everything properly, I played through the first couple screens. But this music's pretty terrifying. Let's go to the options. Skill can be set to normal, hard, easy, normal. Let's go with normal. Controls. Well, here's a good sign. I can't figure out how to go in and modify them. Alright. Oh, there's throwing. I didn't know that when I off-screen. So you've got jump, throw, and view. And it's not something where you go in to change them in the options. It's just where you find out what buttons do. There's a sound effects test. That's a good sign. So I got two throw buttons and a view button. I'll need to come to grips with those in order for us to advance in our haunted holiday. As Porky Pig is looking through holiday brochures to plan his upcoming vacation, he drifts off to sleep and finds himself in a haunted holiday nightmare. Yeah, and this image showed up in that image and the one that preceded it showed up in every article I could find about the game, because I don't think that many people played for past 5 minutes to do their little net nostalgia, SNES, whatever. So the whole plot is that there's not really anything happening. It's just a haunted nightmare for, hey. There's depth. But anyway, there's also, I can't escape in this direction. I must travel to the haunted woods. Now I'm in the haunted woods. You can see they're haunted. This music is pretty ominous, I gotta say. Oh, there's the view button. What the heck? What? Is that the noises that Porky... I mean, he used to go... He didn't go... Well, I took a hit from the very first thing that can hit you. Can I climb? I don't think I can climb. I can view... Okay, there's no viewing in the up direction. And if Porky stays still for any length of time, he starts doing this. It really kind of feels like a homebrew game. I'm not gonna lie. I knew about that trap from my off-screening. Some kind of leprechaun? Good. Porky, famous for his battle with leprechauns. Took another hit there. Good. Cupcakes, I don't know what they do. Doom awaits. That's good to know. Okay, so if you press up while bouncing off an enemy, you get to bounce up. And that little leprechaun was just dropping lots of death at us in the form of green shoes. So we've advanced to the next screen. We now have 5 Porky heads and 3 cupcakes. And a terrifying insistence by Porky to start going as though he's being overtaken by Cthulhu forces. Okay. Let's do this the right way. There we go. Whoa, whoa, I see. I forgot those guys split into little leprechauns. They're terrifying. They're leprechauns. God. Whoa. And when you die, you cease to exist. We have a cupcake icon and a cupcake that can be acquired. Okay, so I died on not the very first screen, but pretty darn close in this platformer that was pretty clearly intended for kids. But that's part of what's so spooky about this Halloween spooky vacation. Doom awaits, by the way. And there's our whoa. Daffy, you're terrifying in this particular game. So our save, our continuation safe spot system takes the form of... What is this? Anyway, our safe spots take the form of you slam down a flag. Can I stomp on this thing? It's shooting flames, which I presume will harm me. Okay. Daffy is dead, and Demon Daffy. The Demon Dizzy. Oh, I should have bounced. But backtracking got me... Oh, no! I didn't realize I would fall there. Well, silly me. Oh, no. The spikes are automatic death. Traveling back to get that heart was futile. I'm still doomed. Doom still awaits. I don't know if I like sinister terror Daffy as much as the regular Daffy. What is that? I don't understand what the little, like, cornucopia icon on my bottom left represents either. Because, no, I don't have a... Oh, come on! I was hitting the bounce up button. Bouncing up doesn't seem to work as consistently as I thought it would. This would appear to be outside of my grasp forever and ever and ever. Except that it isn't. Oh, the fruit basket lets me throw things. And not very far. Doesn't appear to work when I'm ducking. Doesn't appear that I can throw in different directions. At least I know what the fruit basket's for. Yeah. Ranged attacks! You guys don't have any chance now. Oh no, no, I've lost... Now that there's more than one button that does something, I'm confused. The jump and throw is too complex for this game. There's the terrifying Daffy. There's Doom awaits. Doom continues to await. So nothing changed on that score. Probably should have bounced off of that guy to get up in those trees, but you know, I think we're going to be okay if we don't explore every inch of Daffy or Porky Pig's haunted holiday. I think we can live with that, folks. I am not going to try to do a complete, a blind full run. What does that mean? Is time running out? There's no timer. Maybe there is a timer. I don't know what's going on, but this music is actually surprisingly atmospheric. Yeah, I don't know how you get that one up, but okay. Well, I can't say that the nightmare factor has come down any. Oh, we're on our way to face the Dark Queen, folks. When we get to the top of the tower, she's gonna show up with, like, big hair and big, 8-bit titties to tell us that we are, you know, battle jerks. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna deny it. I've only got one hit to death, so I gotta be careful. Now, you guys are truly a nightmare vision. Was the cake worth getting? I don't really know. Because I don't actually... Ooh, and to add to the spookiness, my lights in my apartment just went off and then came back on by themselves. Woo! This is the true horror. You're clipping into the background. That is horrifying. I've actually been meaning to try a platformer on my channel for a while. Haven't done one since, I guess, my second LP, the Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah, Porky. I'm trying to adjust. Oh, I got my laptop seating. You know, I intended way back in the day to do the SNES Rocky and Bullwinkle game, which is like a decent, not great, but decent platformer. Never got to it, so that could still happen, I guess. Let me know, folks. Otherwise, that might be all for platformers, folks. Am I gonna... Oh, God. It really is the Dark Queen's Tower. This is tougher than the last level of Battletoads. It's not tougher than the last level of Battletoads, folks. I'm pulling your chain. Your scary chain that makes a rustling noise that drags unearthly chains, chaining you to damnation. Woo. This is truly terrifying. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll never be able to talk the Graveyard Golf LP in terms of spookiness, but I'm doing my best, folks. That was truly a terrifying terror game of terror. I'm sure glad we got that fruit basket, otherwise this game would be unwinnable. I guess. I've been right on the edge of death for so long, I've forgotten that I'm right on the edge of death. So let me get this straight. If Porky just wakes up, the nightmare's over. That's how nightmares normally work anyway. Oh, I can't bounce through that. I see, game. I see the challenge you've laid for me. Yep. Oh, fudge. So this is right back to the start of the stage, folks. Well, no, it isn't. Unless there's a way to fall down. You start with a place you can fall to if you fail. Yeah, so I'm actually now... Yeah, I'm now actually earlier on than I started. At least started this life. Brilliant. I was trying to find the button. Oh, I can't throw. I lost my fruit power-up, so I can no longer use throw. I now have to, like, tank damage like I accidentally did there. Oh, so I didn't realize just how valuable that fruit power-up was, or just how big of an error it was to lose that life. There we go, yeah. Although, actually, this doesn't help me, does it? Because I'm going to fall here. So we got to keep an eye out for additional fruit power-ups. We have to just keep forcefully jumping so that we don't slide. Oh, come on! Horror game. Yeah. Scarier than the Resident Evil games, anyway. I was gonna do my impression of, like, PewDiePie, or... I'm not picking on PewDiePie. I've never even actually watched one of his videos all the way through, but, any famous LP or Scarecam LPer playing this game, but, I don't have a Scarecam hooked up, and more importantly, I have neighbors who would get upset. Because it would involve screaming like an idiot. But I am that terrified, let me assure you. I'm terrified enough for that kind of reaction. I'm holding it in for my neighbors. I'm now beginning to believe that I may be about to undertake the longest ever run of this game. Not just recorded for the internet, just period. It will never take anyone as long to beat this game as it's going to take me. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm actually down to near death again. This was actually the screen I got to, with my off-screen, and then I was like, oh, hey, neat! I like this effect. It's not the first time it's ever been used, but it's always fun, and then I quit to start recording. Didn't realize the true level of challenge that would await me. I'm really hoping that this is that jump there that I haven't made yet is the end of this. Come on, I had it! I had it! Whew. Okay, can't give it up now. I've come too far. I've made too much progress into Porky's nightmare hellscape to be defeated now. I mean, in fairness, it's pretty creepy. Ooh, only one individual thing to jump off of. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was worth it? I don't even know what those power-ups do. It's okay. I've got it now. Now I've mastered this, right? Yes, so much for that. I had this vague notion that I could finish this game in an hour or two. No! No! Porky! Porky! Don't you want to escape your own nightmare? He's like, badoo, 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 hit the wake up button! Badoo, 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 I'm dreaming about a vacation. There's no real threat to me. Badoo, badoo. Badoo, 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 raise taxes. Sorry. Little inside joke there. Okay. I'm almost back to where I was before I decided to get greedy for power-ups. Oh, it's the war drums. I think we're marching against the Hojo. Gotta get to that. No! No! Okay. I fell down, but not, like, far enough to get back to that one jump that's really been giving me fits. But once again, those war drums that announce that our march against the Hojo are kind of terrifying me. Yes, we've completed the terrifying tree level. And the fun continues. At least this isn't going to damage us somehow. Don't touch that thing. Okay, I kind of thought there might be a safe spot in the middle. We're back to the original scary music. I've noticed that the edges of those branches tend to fall off. Like it did there. Ooh, it's winding all the way down and then back up. Porky, just deal with it. I can't take this damage, so I've got to get this perfect. Alright, continuation point, folks. Porky is proceeding deeper into his own psyche. Is this some kind of zip line? No, it's just a surface you can walk on. Well, the lighter colored ones are. See, sometimes the actual trunks of the trees you are allowed to move through, and sometimes you're not. Oh, that was some skillful jumping right there. Not everybody who's played this game can do it with that kind of skill. For example, the 5-year-olds who've played this game. Well, I mean, who were 5 when it came out, and their parents thought this would be a cute mascot game for them. Yeah. Wait, see, now suddenly the trunk is, like, impenetrable. No, I didn't want to do some kind of gimmick I am angry LP either, but... What? But... Me screaming. This is our last life, Porky. We're not going to get a no-continue run if, well, we're not going to get a no-continue run. It's kind of... There's a part of me that hoped maybe we could beat the first... This might be the most terrifying thing that's happened in the game so far. Well, I'd kind of hoped we could get through the first stage without continuing, but... Oh good, our Mega Man-style stage selection thing. Do I have a role to play in this point game, or... Okay, well, back to it, I guess. What? And the nightmare continues to be a nightmare. Spooky music. Yeah, unless they start giving me some kind of visual clue when those trunks are opaque, it's going to be kind of a challenge. A nightmarish challenge. Horror and spookiness. The jumping is not the crispest in the world either. What? Okay, now, admittedly, there was no reason to believe that there was a platform implied to be under me there. That one was maybe on me a little bit. Ah, you get to kill and yourself. You get to kill enemies and yourself when sliding. I'm gonna blow through these lives a lot faster than I blew through the first 5. Yep. Okay, now that tree was, as it turned out, not one you could jump through. It seemed pretty unfair, but that's what it was. Alright, well, how do you propose I get up there? Oh, okay. Oh. I get to float for a while. Been nice to have known that a little earlier, but okay. That's what happens when Porky drinks soda pop, I take it? Well, it just seems like this should be a significantly easier nightmare, unless I fall to my death here. Is this just an opportunity to gain lots of cupcakes for whatever it is they do? Yes, thank you. We're marching against the Hojo. I got it. Alright, well that was significantly easier than going up the tree. Falling down a tree generally is easier than climbing a tree. Whoa! You are a boss of some sort, I take it. Nothing that good seems to have happened from jumping on you unless you lost some ghost life. Ghost life. Just basic ghostonomics. Basic ghostonomics. Ghost life. I think the hat is protecting him. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what it is. The hat offers him protection. But when he releases the ghosts, they pop up so close to me. Okay. I gotta find some kind of way to get ghosts near me and then quickly move elsewhere. Like, I suddenly... Oh, not that way. Yeah, now if only I could go a little faster. Well, I guess bouncing around on his head when the hat's on is still messing with his pattern. Or you just have to, like, hang around in position to attack and only attack if he's dumb about where he spawns the ghosts. Yeah, that time they came out right under me. I'm sure there's a skill way to do this, I'm just not quite figuring... It's beyond me somehow. Yeah. Spooky as you are... Oh, I'm not keeping off your grass. Is that the reason you're trying to kill me? This is it, folks. Me and Mr. Spooky here. Only one of us can survive. And seeing as he's already dead... Ah, damn. So close to beating this boss on the first try. I wonder if he's a continuation point. Damn. I mean, clearly you're supposed to... Okay, he's facing that... Damn! I thought I'd figured out that depending on which way he's facing, that'll dictate where he takes off the hat, and then... Well, the good news is you don't really have to get up above his head. So if you kind of switch directions on him at the last second and just make contact with his head, you're good enough, I think. No promises, folks, but I think I probably got this now. Except that I started talking, I got distracted from what I needed to do. I was looking at the timer. I was going to do this all in one marathon session, but... Oh, no. Damn. So close. It's tough to concentrate when you're as terrified as I am right now. Porky, just stand there and make goofy noises. Good job. I got your pattern, Mr. Ghosts. I'm even going to stay on the grass. That's how confident I've become. Whoa. Inconfident. That's a word, right? Also, although I turned the speakers down somewhat, this is still blasting in my earphones. Oh no, there's a second form! Maybe he's the final boss. Okay, I am legitimately frightened now. Alright folks, it seems like a really good place to end it, so I'm gonna do that. When we come back, Dry Gulch Town, Level 2. I'm the Mysterious JG, thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a spooky Halloween, or spooky whatever day it is as you enjoy this video. Bye-bye.